Hello everyone, my name is Gerald. Welcome to Studio Ploy. Today, I'm gonna share with you exciting updates for Studio Ploy and a glimpse of our biggest project yet, our first ever 2-bedroom project on the channel. Without further ado, tara samahan niyo ako. So typically, for this type of development, most of the 2 bedrooms are on the corner part of the building. By the way, before we start with the tour, I thought of creating this video since it's been a while since I last uploaded, and I wanted to update you guys on what we've been doing for the past 5 months, and also to give you a little sneak peek of our biggest project yet. And later, I'd like to show you clips of some of our coming videos in the coming weeks and for the rest of the year. Balik tayo sa tour. So upon entrance to this unit is this kitchen area, which leads to the dining area and the living area. We are currently 90% done here, with the remaining 10% mostly for styling. Right after the kitchen is the dining and living area. Currently, we have all these accessories here, like these vases, because we are a few days away from styling. Our custom sofa, which will be located here, is arriving in a few days, so we need all the stuffs installed, which are mostly light fixtures and accessories para lumuwang na. This is a compact 2-bedroom unit at 47 square meters, and I actually like its layout that we can actually maximize the space, but I would still love to, do the airy vibe or the airy feel to the unit similar to the bigger ones. So right beside the living will be the main bedroom. The basic furniture for this bedroom were already installed, like this bed and the wardrobe, so we're actually ready for styling. This is my favorite spot on this unit. It has a very scenic view of the Quezon City and Manila skyline, with the beautiful Manila Bay sunset as the backdrop. While on the side, though it's facing another condominium project, it still has a very nice view of the Quezon City skyline. On this area in between the kitchen and the small bedroom is the bathroom. What makes this bathroom special, aside from its Japanese inspired, is they've separated the shower area with the toilet area, which is more functional, that it can accommodate 2 people at the same time. We have a little shelving situation here, which was originally intended for washer and dryer, but the provision is too tight, so we opted for a shelving space that would add, we opted for a shelving unit that would add to our storage space. Few steps from the bathroom is this cute, tiny bedroom at 7.5 square meters. We've already installed some wall panelings on this area, which will also serve as our accent headboard. While on the side are some accent shelvings to balance it out and for that added storage space. Later, I will show you how we will transform this tiny bedroom that would fit 2 adults comfortably at night and converts as a lounging area in the morning. Before we move on to the renovation process, I'd like to share with you tips applicable in renovating a compact 2-bedroom unit. For the interior walls, even this bathroom area, we can actually use fiber cement board. Yes, you heard it right. Even on this bathroom walls, pwede ang fiber cement boards. And what always comes to mind when I hear of fiber cement board is Hardiflex, and now with the latest Hardiflex next gen fiber cement board protected by mold block technology. It really helps prevent the growth of molds on ceilings and walls, which is vital for long-term projects. And guys, importante na authentic yung Hardiflex next gen fiber cement boards ang gamit nyo because it has superior mold resistance. Make sure to check if you have the green stripes and the official Hardiflex Next Gen logo on your fiber cement boards. If you guys want to know more about the #real Hardiflex Next Gen, you may visit their official FB page and order from their website. I will also put the link in the description box for easy reference. Moving to the design process, I was given some design inspirations which are mostly modern Scandinavian with a little hint of Japandi. For this tiny 7 square meter bedroom, I was also given the option of either using a bunk bed or a pull-out day bed. I wanted to do a bunk bed initially to maximize the space, but we ended up with a pull-out day bed, which I think makes it more cozy and airy for this size of a room. I also did some actual measurements, and this huge beam eats up most of our vertical space that would make the room cramped. This is how the deliverable looks like for this 2-bedroom unit. The paint is a little yellowish, and if you notice, its sheen is on the glossy side. That you can notice some imperfections to the wall finish on the actual. For this project, I went back to my go-to white paint, which is marble mist in satin finish, after doing some swatching to determine which white paint would suit our theme for the space. Prior to installation of these fluted panels, we already repainted the walls with 2 coats of paint, leaving the bottom part unpainted since it will be covered by the panels anyway. Half of this wall will be covered by the fluted panels in natural ash color, which would perfectly suit our theme and would blend the overall style of the space. I was trying to figure out here the best height for the fluted part, as it would also serve as our accent headboard and also to minimize excess or waste materials. We only needed to cut off a very small part of the fluted panel to make the installation as straight as possible, and also those cutouts for the outlets. I'm removing some excess parts for it to perfectly fit the left end part, which would make it seamlessly blend with the door jamb. This is the hardest part of the installation, as we needed to create cutouts for the outlets, making sure it perfectly aligned with the existing provision to make it look as neat as possible. But after this, it's as easy as putting each pieces together like a TNG flooring. This is a no screw or nail installation, and I'm using here construction grade high strength adhesive to keep it together. The top portion of this fluted panels, or the part where it terminates to the uncovered portion, will be covered by this molding we used for the living and dining to frame it and to create that seamless transition from the fluted part to the painted wall. Matake ang pagiging OC ko dito, so I was removing the smallest part that would prevent us from getting that perfectly aligned installation. For this AC, since we don't have a lot of choice, since its only provision is window type, my goal is to keep it as clean as possible to make it blend with the wall. I use styrofoam cutouts to cover those portions na lubog or uneven and cover it with mesh tape before applying wall putty, then sanding it over to clear off the excess and uneven parts. We also went back to our fluted wall headboards to fill in those voids with wall putty for a cleaner and seamless finish. This is one tedious process to do, as we wanted to cover the void while keeping the panels clean using wipes each and every application. But after this, the result would make it more pulido or polished. After, we painted the entire room again with 2 more coats of paint. A lot had been asking and commenting on my previous video why I'm using a baby roller without a handle. That makes it look harder to apply and takes more time. I've tried several paint roller, even the bigger ones, and I don't like the finish of it. And with this one, we were able to apply it evenly, and I love how the paint texture looks once it dries. Moving on with our installation, the original wardrobe for this bedroom was custom together with the master's bedroom. But due to budget constraint, we went for a more affordable option and went for this 2-door wardrobe, which I had been using in my previous projects and totally love its clean aesthetic with a nice built-in mirror, and what's more important is it's also durable. The wardrobe was one of the hardest and heaviest to assemble, so I rested a little by assembling these floating cabinets, which we will install later. I mentioned earlier that I wanted to install a bunk bed here, but due to some issues like the huge beam eating up most of our vertical space, I went for another option which I totally love, as it's also multifunctional. The client's requirement is for the room to have enough space for 2 while keeping the airy feel to it. Again, because we've devoted most of the budget to the living and main bedroom, we went for this daybed from Ikea. It serves as a sofa or a single bed in the morning and converts as a queen bed with 2 huge under drawers for additional storage space. The aesthetic of this daybed will also perfectly fit our Japandi minimalist theme for this room. To add more storage space, we will be adding these floating cabinets to also enhance the aesthetic of the room. I will be installing 3 of this vertically on this plank wall near the window opposite the daybed. This also balances the room from our wooden finish fluted headboard. For our overhead lighting fixture, I went for the simple white drop light. When we thought everything were ready for styling, I noticed something bulging on the beam, and it was the paint bubbling that we needed to immediately rectify. And finally, we are ready to do the styling. Storage are often the problem when it comes to small spaces such as this tiny bedroom. But I also don't believe in storage solutions that takes up a lot of the room space, like chest drawers and misplaced overhead built-in cabinets and shelvings to increase the storage space that often make a small bedroom feel smaller still. Keeping the room airy and cozy by thinking outside the box using multifunctional furniture pieces such as an ottoman or bed with hidden storage compartments can be effective in maximizing the use of space. Also, incorporating vertical storage solutions like hanging baskets and floating shelves in moderation can keep the floor area clear while providing additional places to store items. Often forgotten point that being organized is making a space efficient and easy to work, so by default it always stays relatively neat. The key is to keep returning to the storage you have and evaluating whether you are using it well or simply storing items you no longer want or need. The more floor the eye can see, the more spacious the room feels. Thank you so much to Hardyflex for sponsoring this video, and to everyone. Before I let you go, I'd like to show you clips of some of our upcoming videos for the rest of 2023, which I hope to edit very soon. Please pray for me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon for the next one. Hello! Oh! Come in.
For me, it's a yes.
Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon for the next one. Adios.